What's going on, Track Shot family? Look who I found roaming around. Deadman himself, TJ McCullough. How you doing, buddy?
Couldn't be better, man. It's two days, a few hours away. We're deep into rolling apparel, putting the final touches on all the little details and all the fun stuff we have planned for the kids and everything like that. We're just really just knocking things off the list. The list is getting smaller, man.
Buried Alive 4. 3 days. 3 days, October 27th, 28th, and 29th. Buddy, 500 cars, I hear? Over 500 cars?
So we're extremely blessed. I remember the first Buried Alive that we did. We ended up getting 212 cars on the track. I thought it was a huge success for our first ever show. It was a 2-day show at the time. We flash forward to getting up around like 270, 260. And then last year we ended up putting 326 cars on the actual track. And we had 400 registrations last year. It was 421 was our mark to beat. And I'll be honest with you, about a month and a half ago, we were sitting around 380. Like, what's going on? Like, we were kind of hoping to get that push. And just sure enough, people were just the economy, everything. People were just seeing what they had left over. Some people use this as a cleanup show. Some people use this as like, do I really have enough energy and time to really put into a car of that caliber if it's a bigger class? Or they're like, you know what? I know I can always just show up for Most Wanted Fine Art or, something like that. So they've showed up, man. And we, with the few that I know 100% are coming and signing up at the gate, we are going to break 500.
That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. And 4 short years, I mean, that's awesome, dude. You know.
So, so people say 4 short years. Um, it's actually, if you think about it, this is our third Buried Alive. The end of Buried Alive will be our third full year as a promoter,
Yeah, me and you
which is
talked
hard
about
to
this
believe.
one time. Yeah, because you guys started late in the year that first, right?
Yeah, because you got to think, we started with Buried Alive on October 29th, I believe it was, and or 30th, 31st, and 1st, I believe it was, and you know, Buried Alive 2 was our 1 year anniversary.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that
It's pretty
then
wild.
buried a yeah. Well, I mean, come on, Buried Alive voted number one derby in the nation 2 years running. What are you gonna do when you get that three-peat?
Let's just hope we can get there, man. Listen, I always say, I always say, and forgive me for saying this because I'm not claiming that position in all reality. What I'm saying is that there was a vote. We were blessed enough to have more votes than the next person. I take it very seriously because I always say I'd rather be first in the magazine than fourth in the magazine. So I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. It's a vote. It's from our peers. It's from we don't really go out and they're like, hey, you got to vote for us because we want to win this. We just kind of show up, show out, do what we can do, try to impress, and hopefully that product does the selling for itself. And then the fans are like, when I get a chance to vote, I'm voting Deadman or I'm voting Buried Alive. I mean, it is so humbling to be even mentioned in the names with Tim Clark and Smash at Demolition Derby, with the Ciopa and the Iron City crew, Frankie Guy Hardcore, people all across the country and then even beyond the country, Impact Motorsports making a huge impact on the sport north of the border in Ontario. Like, it's just crazy to be even in the conversation. If I get a three-peat on that, though, I tell you, I have a really cool plan to celebrate that. We're very, very proud of our accomplishments, but to me, all it takes is one bad show to be at the bottom. So I take it very seriously to say that you've not seen anything yet from us. We're only going to continue to improve. We're going to continue to listen to our drivers, listen to our fans, and continue to build and grow. Because the only way that you can really be better is to listen and to know that you do still make mistakes, and we take our mistakes and we look at them and we try to fix them instead of just saying, nobody cares what you have to say. We are going to make right with what we've made wrong, and take it to the next level on the things that we do right.
Absolutely. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. And I mean, I've been to most of your shows, TJ. And in my opinion, you've surrounded yourself with good people. So, you treat people good, and the people's going to come and watch. They have a good time. Like you always say, it's more than just a derby at Deadman. So and then that's the truth. Tim Clark and all them guys, it's a derby. Most wives ain't voting on that. To you got stuff for the kids to do. You got seminars, and it is more than a derby. So, it's a great show, dude. I mean, you hats off to you and your crew, because it takes an army. I know, and to do it in that short period of time is just phenomenal. It's amazing. Hats off to you. Congratulations.
Well, I got to give a huge shout out to the people that really make it happen. And honestly, the people that really make that happen is our drivers and our fans. And if you don't think that as a promoter, you are absolutely crazy. We have some of the best, rowdiest, craziest fans, and we literally have the craziest drivers in the country. And when I go and I ask them, hey, go put it on the line for me, go out there and do this, they just deliver. They show up and show out every single show, every single heat. I mean, it's very rare that you find a slow paced heat out here. We have people that won't come to the show because of how fast the pace is. And honestly, we don't do a whole lot of pushing with that. We encourage it. We tell people that we have an expectation, but the drivers handle it on their own because they're all just nuts. They're all crazy. They all want this crazy little thing called a Reaper Award. They all want this. I mean, the thing is that there was this one guy that won a Reaper Award in the MWFA class this one time, and once he won it, everybody in the country felt like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. So
Yeah. Well, trust me, people. I've been back to PA since I've won that Reaper Award, and they literally tried to kill me. You was there, you seen it. I mean, it was bad. They threw me on the floorboard 3 times at Stoneboro. So PA in general is crazy for derbies.
it
It's very
absolutely
underrated for hard hitting. Very underrated. PA is.
absolutely. But yeah, the Army of the Dead is what we like to call them. That's our followers, our drivers, our fans. I mean, they make it happen. I'm hoping for a standing room only crowd this time. I'd love to put on a show for them. We have so much entertainment going on. I'd love for them to get to really feel the entire Derby. What's really cool is that how many people have told me this is their first Buried Alive that they're coming to. So I hope that translates to numbers, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I've seen it all over the internet. This is even people on there. Hey, this is the one we're going to. It's awesome, dude. You get new people coming in from all over. It's awesome, amazing. And okay, I gotta bring it up. Friday night, Elite Pro Wrestling. Come on now, at a derby. Come on now. Let's talk about this.
Well, so Devin Germain and I came up with an idea to do an opening at No Mercy where we did the Twisted T stunner, and I hit him with, in my opinion, a pretty solid stunner.
It
He
was
he sold it.
solid.
It was solid. Okay, I'm not going to confirm nor deny that I haven't done that 1,000 times to my buddies. So, I mean, who hasn't put somebody in the rock bottom on a trampoline, or threw somebody through a play set when they were like little? I mean, like, come on. So we came up with that idea to do that. The crowd went absolutely insane when it happened because it was literally just organic, and it wasn't expected at all. And in fact, it was actually only planned about 15 minutes before it happened. So I just said, all the things that we do. I mean, Buried Alive 1, while cars were driving on the track, we were playing like famous theme songs from like Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, the NWO,
Right.
like, and people just kept saying, I love it, I love it, I love it. And sometimes people are like, dude, just shut up and let's watch a derby. But other times they're like, man, we just love the extra theatrics that you do. So I said, you know what? I want to check out this place. They're right down the road from me, about 10 miles, Elite Pro Wrestling. I started watching them literally inside of a fire department. They pull all the fire trucks out. They put 350 chairs in there, and they just get busy. And what I love about them is that the guys haven't made it yet. They may never make it yet, but they're wrestling for their lives. So they're willing to go to no ends to try to impress and have a good time. They've got great bad guys. They got great good guys. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So at 4 o'clock on Friday, I asked every single person to come out. These guys are used to wrestling anywhere from 100 people to 500 people watching them. A really big show for them would be about 1,000 people. I'd like to put 1,500 people around that ring and in them grandstands and absolutely go crazy, booing, cheering. I mean, letting them cut promos on the PA crowd, and who knows, maybe there will be a cameo by yours truly. I mean, what's wrestling without the dead man?
Well, I was kind of thinking that myself. I mean, I heard there was a rumor maybe you and Elliot, maybe.
At one point in time, there was kind of a rumor that was going on there. I feel like it's one of those things where it takes two to really want that. And I wanted to smoke, and I just don't think. I think he was coughing on the smoke. I just
He can't handle the heat. He
it
can't
can't,
handle
I
the
don't
heat.
know.
I get it.
Yeah, but
I
Mark's
mean,
one of
he's
those
always
guys,
been a little
though.
soft.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, he's got
Mark's
soft
also one of
hands.
those guys. You
Oh,
never
he's a
know what you're going to
sleeper.
get
There's
from
no
Mark.
doubt. Yeah, he's a sleeper. You
Yeah,
got to watch him. Yeah,
yeah, he's
but no,
he's
that's
the one you
awesome.
talk a bunch of
So,
smack on, and then he knocks you out.
yeah, well, I just don't turn around from him. You got to keep your eye
I
on
never
Marky at
turn
all
my back.
times.
Never turn
Never,
my back on
never.
Mark at my shows.
No. So okay, so we got that at 4 on Friday, and then we start derbying at 6.
At 6:30.
6:30. Okay. Now, what classes are you running? Because I know you got 16 different classes. So, like
So
you said, for Deadman, there's a spot for everybody. From any class you want, you fit in here. Bring a car. We'll put you somewhere. We'll find out where you belong.
right, so Friday we kicked the show off with alternating Deadman compacts and our Super Stock, which is our heaviest, currently our heaviest full size build that we have. It's a lot like Ohio Pro Stock. Um, that new Ohio Pro Stock with the trans brace and things like that. That's kind of been, the Bash for Cash team show cars are pretty close. We kind of see that kind of pop up around the country, and we're kind of rolling with seeing how that works. It's our first year doing this style of build. That's kind of an in between our what we call our Pro Stock and what our Super Stock was. We kind of merged the two together. But then we're going to go with farm trucks, which is this is the second time we've ever ran farm trucks, and then finish with one of our favorite classes, and we actually made a T-shirt about this class is Gut and Go, because we believe that our Gut and Go is one of our best shows that we have. Last year was really we actually had to give out 2 Reapers in that class last year because of how crazy it was, and it was just impossible to choose between the two. But we have a shirt has skulls on it and everything like that with 2 Gut and Go cars on it, and it actually says "Dead Man. It takes guts to go." So that's one of our new favorite shirts that we have out. It's pretty solid. But one of the biggest things that I encourage people about, if you've ever heard of Deadman, I think one of the first things that you hear about is how we kicked off our entire career as promoters with the Purge. That
The
was
purge.
it. The Purge. That I think that video went millions and millions viral, like big time. That first initial, because nobody knew it was coming. It completely blindsided everybody. Everybody thought, "Oh my gosh, what is there? Like a tornado warning coming through? What's going on?" And when you heard, I mean, I have chills thinking about it. And we've improved that entrance. Thanks to Amanda Smearman for delivering that. That's actually Mark Smearman's wife, who's on our wall. I always tell her when you're doing that, search for motivation by getting pissed off at Mark, and she's like, done. So she does that for us, and it's a really cool thing. So you want to be in the stands for commencement of Buried Alive, which will open the show. You don't want to miss that. Not to mention, I'm a big firm believer in showcasing our event. Basically, like wrestling, usually you have one of the best matches first on a pay-per-view, and then the best match at the end. So we try to box in every day just like that, to where when we open the gates, we come out swinging. So heat number 1 of Deadman Compacts is gonna be a banger.
Good. Good. I like that. I like that. So you got Saturday after all the fun Friday night and all that, and then the pre-party is Thursday. The art show
Oh yeah,
pre-party for Deadman. Yeah. We can't forget
yeah.
about that. So
Let me speak on that real quick. You got the Blue Steel gallery and on the Strip District in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is a hop, skip, and a jump up the road. 6 to 9 p.m. Jason Sauer doing all his awesome things with art that he has, abstract art. I mean, if you haven't seen any of that kind of stuff, you got to get there and you got to see it. He does so much for our sport, and he's progressed and brought so many different people in our sport. It'd be nice for all of us to be able to go back, give back to Jason, be there for that awesome art opening. I know it's a big deal for him. And listen, anytime you hear the words party and Jason Sauer is involved, you can't miss that, right?
Well, I always got to call my probation officer and make sure it's all right. I go with Sauer. So, but yeah, no, the stuff that he does, man, is phenomenal. I've been to Sauer's house and watched him build a sculpture before, and just to watch him put it together is amazing. The mind that guy's got is just unbelievable. If you've never seen it, take the time. Just go hang out with him, talk to him for a little bit. He's amazing.
Yeah, I think the next mercenary car that we build, I think after it's done, instead of taking it to the crusher, I'm gonna have him build a sculpture, and then we're gonna raffle that sculpture off.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm a little upset with you because I heard you already called dibs on the backdrop for that he painted.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is Deadman, and that's
Well,
kind of
it's
me.
track shot too. I mean, we're track
I,
shot. I mean, it's kind of track shot. We should probably flip a coin.
yeah, I mean,
No,
like we're gonna have it, like if you happen to not come, we're still gonna have the show. I mean,
you want to wrestle? I mean, we can wrestle for it.
listen, I know. Listen, you, in my opinion, you're out of line. You should be arrested. And I know
Okay,
just the
I'll
guy. There's
stop.
this guy. There's a guy that I
Oh,
know. He looks a lot like you. I don't know if anyone's ever
you
told you
know,
this or not, but the resemblance is uncanny.
I have. And I hear now I've never seen him. We've never been in the same room, but this fatty fun police guy, I hear he's coming, and I hear there's somebody that's wanted.
I don't get all tied up in all that stuff. Of course, I'm wanted. I mean, like we pretty much promote violence on our track, and I get that. But listen, here's the deal: he could be the best bounty hunter in the world. You can't kill what's already dead. Just bring it on. Try to find me. Come find me. You won't find me. Like
Dude, I tell you what,
you
I, he's pretty slick. I hear
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of the stuff that he's been doing, and honestly, him and that whistle. I mean, that
he's
whistle
old
just drives
school.
me absolutely insane. Yeah, but
He's
listen, what
old
kind
school.
of what kind of rent a cop? What kind of rent a cop only carries a whistle? I mean,
Well, you got. I guess I watched one of his interviews, and I guess there's like a hourly course you got to take, and he hasn't taken the whole course. I don't know.
yeah, I can only imagine what he's doing instead of that. So I'll leave
He's
that up to
legit.
him. But
I heard he's legit.
listen,
That's all
he's
I
the
know.
kind of guy that arrests you with zip ties. You know what I mean?
You got zip ties? Because I didn't know if he's got zip ties or not. I know the whistle's there.
And listen,
But
if he was gonna cuff me, he'd have to pull him out of his fanny pack.
well, I mean, he's been traveling, so he may have a fanny pack by the time he gets to Deadman. Because I heard he's on his. He was just in Minnesota. He left New York, Minnesota. Now he's heading back to Pennsylvania because the trail went dry on the last case. So now he's heading to get some dude in PA, I guess.
Good luck.
Yeah. Well, hey, I don't shoot the messenger. I mean, I have nothing to do with the fella, you know. But
Yeah, I
anyways,
mean,
back to the show. Well, you look a little nervous. Are you nervous about this guy? I could probably make a phone call. I got some connections with this fella. You look nervous. Where are you
listen,
hiding out at? That doesn't even look like your house. Are you hiding out?
that's a backdrop, man.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just
Nah,
checking.
listen,
Sorry, I had to
I'm not
back
even
down the
gonna lie.
driveway so I could get. I had to back down the driveway of my truck to get service. Sorry. Yeah.
No, I can't tell you that's a backdrop. That's real. My wife and I spent hours and hours and hours whitewashing that beautiful, beautiful fireplace back there. So that's legit.
Nice. Good deal. Good deal. Dude, how many Power Wheels do we have entered?
Whew, whew. Listen, if
That's
I
a
don't know
noon
where we're gonna
start
put them.
time for Power Wheels?
I mean,
Noon start
I mean,
time?
should we run heats?
But you
I
might
mean,
have to. Like, you might just be the first big Power Wheel show in the country, TJ. you know?
I remember seeing I remember seeing the entire wall, um, end to end at Bash for Cash in I believe 2018, when I was spectating there. I was blown away by how many there were, and I was like, man, I hope we can get to that number one day. And I don't know what that number was. I'd love to know what his best number he ever had was, or maybe or. But I mean, I don't know what the record is, but gosh, it can't be too many more than this.
No, that's a lot, dude. I don't know if we. I don't want to say, but I don't know if we ever went over 100. To be honest with you, I don't know. I could be completely wrong because you get 100 of them out there that looks like. Well, you get 50 of them out there. It looks like 100, and then they're all trying to run over you. So,
Yeah, and so I mean,
but
I think we just pushed right around coming up, pushing 150 of them.
that's awesome, dude. That's so awesome. That's awesome. So, with
Yeah.
that
Now
being said,
again,
with people that's bringing candy, remember there's 150 Power Wheel drivers. So if you're bringing candy to pass out, bring a bunch because trick or treat
oh
starts
yeah,
at 4 on Saturday.
yeah. I think we're gonna. I'm estimate. We used to estimate like 200 kids. I think now we're estimating we're probably going to be closer to 400 or 500, probably.
Okay, that's amazing, dude. Some towns don't have that many anymore.
Well, I mean, what the coolest thing about it is what better way to trick or treat instead of having to go to this house, stay off the grass, go back to the road, walk 150 feet, and get to the next house, maybe 200 feet. You can literally just go trunk to trunk to trunk for an hour and go home with a contractor bag full of candy.
Absolutely, that's awesome. That's amazing. I love it.
But there's so much
And
more.
then
There's so much more even to that.
right, right. Then you got the karate demonstration. Who does the
Hmm.
karate demonstration, TJ, at a derby? I'm probably going to go watch this because if I'm getting in the ring, I'm going to have to be trained a little bit.
Listen, so my son is about to test, for his next level belt. I believe he's going to blue. He's going to purple. He's going to Deadman purple belt is what he'll be, next. He's a current green
I,
belt, two-time grandmaster champion. So I'm super proud of him. We I don't know how I feel about the fact that my 8-year-old can kick me in my head. That's a little disturbing.
I would not met. You're going to take the trash out for a while, bud. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he'll be threatening to put me in a nursing home by the time I'm 40. But no, so Kickmasters Karate, a local dojo here, in Frostburg, Maryland. Um, we started going there, and it's completely changed my son's life. And to be honest with you, it's really improved my son and I's relationship. And one of the things they do is, demonstrations where they go out and really put on, the black belts, and some of the senseis come in, and they do these demonstrations. And I got to see one on a basketball court, and I'm telling you, dude, like straight up, this, if you watch it, I think you understand what I mean. It's emotional. Like, it is intense and insane on how much work these people have put in to being perfect. They'll have hook swords. They'll have wait until you hear the fans. And I'm not saying the fans like the people in the stands. These girls with like the katana fans. When you hear these fans whip, oh man, it's like thunder coming through the valley. It's insane. It's so cool. I don't know if they're gonna have nunchucks or not. They are. They did say they're gonna break some boards. There may or may not be fire involved. Like it's going to be wild. That's going to be really great. Um, and they're coming in from an hour and 25 minutes away to do this demonstration.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that's something you don't see at every derby, TJ. you know. And what's your boy charge me to maybe show me a little something, something, before I go into the ring?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I think their hourly rates are about $30 an hour, so you might be able to get yourself a little private lesson going on there. I mean,
I'm
but listen, the number one thing you have to remember is anytime you kick anyone, immediately you have to turn to the camera and say Roadhouse.
oh yeah, that's yeah. I mean, does he give discounts to the law?
Why are you asking?
I was just wondering. I mean, just in case I run into a law enforcement officer that might need some training. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
talk to him
All
when I
right.
get there.
Yeah. You're gonna have to take him up on that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So
But anyways,
there's.
back back to then Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. We got Sunday chapel.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
I like that. That's awesome. That's once again, that's something that you don't see at every derby, TJ, and I think it's great that you guys do that. And is Jacob doing the service?
Jacob is going to do the service. He actually has had. I don't want to break out too much information on that because he's got such a great. He's had such a great 5 months with his walk and being called to where he is right now in life. And he's kind of my backbone, my kind of spiritual leader. And meeting him was definitely not something that happened at random. I believe God put us together 100%. And we kind of bounce things off of each other, carry each other's shoulder weight, if you will. And we have done the chapel service together. I'm stepping aside for this one and letting him have this one. I'll probably go ahead and take the next one on. We want to be able to give him a little bit more time to drive home what he's there to do. But listen, we can't do anything without God, and I'm a firm believer in that. And we can try and we can beat our head against the wall, but I can tell you my life changed when I gave my life to Christ, and I'm very proud of that, and I don't back down from that. And just the fact that a lot of churches would be really happy to have 75 people to speak in front of, and most are sitting at 10, 12, 15 people in the stands, and it's dry and it's boring sometimes. But here we are rocking it at a demolition derby. You got engines revving in the back while we're talking about God, and I just think at some point in time he's got to be super proud of what we're doing. So hopefully we're not falling short from his grace and just continuing to honor him with everything we do. And 10 a.m. on Sunday, I want to invite everybody to come out. It doesn't matter how long you've been in or out of your faith. We're there, and we're just two sinners trying to do right. True, a bunch of rednecks just trying to love God. So we'd love to have you out on Sunday. I do want to also mention before we go too far into what Sunday's got to offer. Saturday is two shows, and all day Saturday we do have inflatables up. For the kids, I got this really, really cool bounce house and a really big obstacle course with a slide and everything like that. So there's lots of stuff to do for kids on the kids' day. When you start looking at the price for Saturday only, if you're a kid, it's $15 for you to come watch a karate demonstration, to trick or treat, and to watch 12 hours of demolition derby and bounce on
Right,
inflatables. Yeah,
and kids your age, derby, 150 other kids. That's
yeah,
that's that's
absolutely. And
awesome.
you can power wheel. Yeah, and you can derby power wheels.
Yeah. Now, what time? Now, how's that work, TJ? Are you what's the time schedule for Saturday for the derby?
So we're gonna go. Show number one starts with Power Wheels at 12:30. It'll end, and then we'll line the kids up for trick or treating at 4 o'clock. That gives them right around an hour and a half to trick or treat. Then you got 15 minutes to get back to the grandstands to watch a karate demonstration. After the karate demonstration's over, we go straight into holy cow. We go straight into tag team compacts where the tripod squad, Steven Sickles, Mark Metz, will be in the house defending in their reigning tag team Deadman championships. They'll be there, youth full size bumper stock compacts, motor stock V8, and then ending with the Deadman staple, in my opinion, the best heat that's ever been ran at Deadman, the minivan rumble.
That is insane. That made me single handedly not want to run a minivan ever.
Mm-hmm. I saw
Yeah,
people get
but
out of their vans and it shook, straight up, just mentally shook.
yeah. Well, they tried to put me one in New York, and I was like, I'm good. I don't need that in my life right now. No. So, but and Saturday you got the full size youth.
Yes. No, that's
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry. Saturday is our full size youth right after the tag teams things where we got some important business on that track.
Man,
coming out.
there's some business to be handled in the youth class at Deadman.
Yes,
Four
there is. I
points
mean,
separate 4 points separate first and second, and they'll both be there. I believe Cam Penwell's first, Leland Close is second. Now the catch here is Leland is the defending champ from Deadman. He won earlier this year at Deadman.
that's correct.
So he's kind of. Would you consider that home court advantage, or
Well, I
how's that
mean,
work?
I think Pennsylvania's tough. Pennsylvania's a tough place to win. There's certain places in different states across the country, but Western Pennsylvania is a very difficult place to win. I have no doubt in my mind that someone like Cam Penwell can get it done. I have no doubt in my mind. I've seen he's an excellent driver. I
Yes,
think
sir.
that there's been kind of a youth movement this year where I don't necessarily think anyone in particular has really like separated themselves back when youth really started hitting hard here. Mason, Stacy, and Compacts was the cat's meow. Everybody was Mason, 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 and then there's Freebie that was also in that conversation, and with the Compacts, and now Freebie went and moved on to full size and for the majority through that, and then he left, and then it's like, well, who's the next big thing in the youth class? Is it someone like a Cam Penwell? Is it a Ryan Clark? Is it going to be a Leland Close? Is it going to be someone like a Chase Clemmo that comes down and shocks the world? Like, could it be one of the Corwins? I mean, like, there's a lot going on right here in
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania. And I'll be honest with you, the winner of this heat could come from one of those two, or there could be some spoilers for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't seen the list or anything about who's running, but yeah, the youth classes. I mean, anymore at these big shows, dude, they're stacked. I mean, they're not slouch cars. I mean, these guys got drivetrains like we do.
Yeah, they really do. And one of the things that I really like about our youth class is that we allow old iron and new iron to mix. So you really get a different array of car. Leland Close won in I believe in a deuce
Yeah, yeah. I think it
at
was
No
a Buick.
Mercy.
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
Cam, kind of known for them beautifully shaped Fords that he has. Those are good looking cars. But here's the crazy thing is that this is kind of like a cleanup from the final confrontation that we were offering. So there's a lot of people coming that are just pulling cars back together. And if there's one thing that I know, like from playing poker, you can have the two best players sitting side by side across from each other, watching every move, checking the blinds, trap raising, everything you can. But there's always that one wild card that's going to go all in with deuce seven. Well, listen, at Deadman, there could be 9 wild cards out there going all in.
You ain't
So
lying. You are not lying. No, no, I'm really excited to see that battle because I know the two boys are pretty good. They're not best of friends, but they know each other. They're acquaintance. Both of them, both their dads are top notch builders, and what I like about it, both them boys are in the shop. Their dads ain't building these cars by themselves. So I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait to get out there and see the cars they bring and get to chat with them a little bit too. Once we get out there, I'm pretty excited to see that little battle.
so do you run it down or do you try to go early? Like what's in your
I
opinion,
come
you got.
I come off the line at one or the other. I got to take you out. I'm not going to wait because they're so good now, TJ. Man, if you like you said, there could be 9 wild cards at Deadman. You're nice looking deuce. You could back off the line, and it's not so nice looking no more with one shot at Deadman. So or a Ford, same way. So
Absolutely.
it's the last show of the year. These dads are saying, "Hey, boy, we ain't keeping this stuff all year, so you might as well junk it here." So,
That's great.
I mean, in my opinion, I think I would have to win the championship. There's this show here, and then I believe the Turkey Derby is a point show too, and 4 points separate me. I got to take you out to win. That's how I feel.
Well, I agree wholeheartedly. We'll see what happens on the
But these
track.
are Yeah, but these are 12 and 15-year-old kids we're talking about. It's awesome. It's amazing, you know. But okay, with us talking about drivers, how important? Because Deadman is a 3-day show, over 500 cars. TJ, how important is tech times?
We will be waiting on you at 8 a.m. to start inspection. If you
Okay,
pull in, if you pull in after inspection closes and said, I did not have time to get inspected, you could have been there at 8 a.m. This show has been announced for 4 or 5 months. Um, I get it, but we have a schedule to maintain. We have a lot of action to get in. We will close tech on time. The only way that we will keep tech open is if it is literally something that we are causing, that we are doing on our end, that's slowing things down. Whether we have, an injury or a malfunction with a lift or anything like that that could slow us down, that's the only reason that we will do it. But Friday they close at 4 p.m. because I want everybody there for wrestling. I'm going to be over there. I'm not going to be in the tech barn talking to people. It's pre-entertainment time at that point in time. Saturday, if you're in show one, you got to be done by noon. That means you got 4 hours to get your cars inspected. That's, the Pro Minis, the Powder Puff cars. Saturday, show two, if you're in show two, tech closes for you at 5, which is an hour before the driver's meeting. This gives you plenty of time. And then Sunday, we open at 8 a.m. again, and you got to be through tech by noon for the driver's meeting. So there's plenty of time to get through. We have 2 lines going for compacts. We have a separate line going for our big money car, and then we also have a separate line going through for our lesser build full size. I mean, we have 4 different lines going. There's really no excuse not to be in one of those lines.
no, you're exactly right. I love that. And
Now,
TJ, I've been on the other side of the fence with that many cars. I mean, you almost got to have a flawless thing, for everything to start on time and all that good stuff. So, yeah, remember that, drivers. Check your tech times.
well,
Be
I
on
mean,
time.
I've been to a lot of shows on the East Coast where the show doesn't start on time. It's supposed to start at 6. It starts at 8. And the fans are mad. The drivers are mad because, I'm not going to get out of here until 2 o'clock in the morning. But what they don't see is the fact that tech was open at 8 o'clock in the morning. They stood for an hour and a half doing absolutely nothing. Maybe 1 car's there on the track at all. There's 10 cars on the grounds. And all of a sudden, right around 2:30, 4 o'clock, you get 100 cars pull into inspection.
Yep.
Well, that doesn't work.
Happened every.
That doesn't work.
Nope.
It doesn't
No,
work. So I
sir.
mean, we're giving people the opportunity to inspect and get there on time. And I tell you what. So here's some even more incentive. Okay, so Deadman compacts. When I wrote the rules for this class, at the very top of the rule set, I wrote 3 words: "Welcome to hell," and I mean it. These heats, you do not want your hand forced in these heats. There are 4 different styles of heats. You are going to get to pick your heat, which is crazy. I'm going to let you pick your heat. Okay? I'm going to tell you what all 4 heats are at the driver's meeting at 6 o'clock. I'm going to tell you heat 1 is this, heat 2 is this, so on and so on. And then I'm going to go to my list and say, today, the first person that passed and received a flag in the Deadman Compacts was Jeff Fatty Clark. Jeff, which heat would you like to participate in? And that's how we're picking our
Really?
heats. Yes, sir.
I like that. That's different. I like
Little
that. There's always
little
something with
incentive.
you.
Always something. Oh, and
Always
I got a little
something.
surprise. I got a little surprise for them boys.
Good. Good. I like
Like
that. Incentive.
like
Speaking of incentives, go ahead, TJ. What was you going to say, buddy?
I was just gonna say, I'll tell you what one of the heats is gonna be. One of the heats
I
is
would
gonna
love to
be
hear.
One of the heats is going to be a turn back to Day of the Dead. We're bringing back the Reaper heats, meaning there is a 10-minute time limit on the heat max. Period. 10 minutes.
Really?
We will not stop the show until after 2 minutes, but we are only taking 4 Reapers out of that heat. Period. You have to show up and show out, and you have to beat 6 other people in the aggressive driving. They're only going to put 10 cars in that heat.
Now that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
She said, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what I'm excited about?
What's up?
Lexi Drones' trophies for the best appearing car. How
The
tough is
the
that
first
thing?
the first time she came to me and said, "I want to do this," I'm like, I don't know, man. I got these really cool $150 6-foot trophies and stuff like that. Like I'm hoping that she can live up to my expectations on this. And she's like, I got this. And she delivered an amazing trophy. She came back again, amazing. The next show, incredible. Like keeps building on itself every single time. I wish I could drive for Deadman. I want one of those best appearing. I would spend hours and hours and hours painting my car if I were you to get one of those. I mean, those are once in a lifetime type trophies. Those things are so cool. And what I love about Lex is that she really has an understand of the internals of what's going on in Deadman and sees us for what we are, and you can see it in her projects. Like she gets it. Like she gets it that it's a feel, it's a whole production value, and it just pours out of her artistic ability. And how about that? I mean, like the girl can't just write. I mean, she can't just take
Oh,
photographs. It's pretty awesome. So we're super happy to have them as great friends and also amazing partners with Deadman. And yeah, you got to get some awesome paint on those cars. You got to get one of those trophies.
now how many is she giving away there, TJ? Is it 4?
Typically, it's one per day.
1 per day. Okay, perfect.
So there'll be a
Man, yeah,
Friday,
they're
a
sweet,
Saturday, and
dude.
a
Like,
Sunday one.
yeah, it almost makes me want to throw a most wanted car together and have Sour just do it up. But, whew, man, them trophies are tough. They're really nice. Really
Yeah,
nice.
those are awesome. That's a trophy that be completely honest with you. If I won that trophy, that would never see the garage. I would never let I
No.
would never let grinding disc dust get on that.
Yeah, because you open it and it plays music, right?
I haven't got to actually see it, but that's what I'm hearing. I don't want to hype people up too
Yeah.
much, but it
Oh,
looks
dude, I'm telling you
incredible.
what. It's pretty tough, dude. It's pretty tough.
I,
It's
I
pretty
think
tough.
I think I
So.
might have to have her make me a custom one so that I can have one at my house.
Oh yeah, dude, you'd love it. Yeah, actually, you need 2, so you give one to me. That'd be great. So, a little gift. So, but what'd you do yesterday? I mean, we're
Yesterday
just
was a
on here
fun day.
BSing. Well, I mean, we're just 2 buddies. What'd you get into yesterday, buddy? What was you doing?
so, so yesterday, I went up to BF's gas station, handed out some flyers, went to Sheets, hung up some flyers just locally. It's amazing how many people in town, while there's 500 cars, will not know that there's a demolition derby that weekend. It's crazy. You can never reach everybody, so I tried to reach as many casual fans as I possibly can, because I think that's where the sport really grabs it. Like, how many casual fans can you get, right? And derby people always show up. It's just the casuals. But anyway, so I said, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna hang our 6-foot by 8-foot banner off the side of my truck, and I'm gonna stand right at the stoplight. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a Grim Reaper costume and an actual real scythe and stand there. And I'm telling you, man, like there'd be like old ladies like parked at the car, like right there at the light. It's a red light, and I like point at her, and then like point to my watch. I was just dying.
And how
I
long
had
did you?
so much
And
fun.
how long did you do this for?
I was out there for at least 2 hours.
That's awesome, dude. No,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I,
Like,
I'm
like
surprised. I'm surprised old fatty fun police didn't put me in cuffs.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know that he's on the prowl for you, bud. I mean, I that's just what I seen on Track Shot. Like I said, I mean, I may be able to call him for you and maybe get him off your back, but I mean, Tick's only had like one thing, I think, and you got three. So does that mean you got three warrants, or you just got one?
Well, by the end of Friday, after what we're gonna do on that track, if that list is just gonna get
Well,
bigger and bigger.
I'm telling you what, I'm excited to be there. We're all excited to be there. Anything else you got, TJ? You want to throw in there?
Well, special thanks for TrackShot Live bringing it to you guys, free 99 as always. You guys will be there showing up and giving us the greatest platform to reach as many people as possible all across the country. I'm looking forward to you guys bringing it to a different level. I challenge you guys to come up with something completely different and don't do what you do at the normal shows. Come and be different at Deadman, like we always say we are. If you can't be there in person, you got to watch it. Once you watch it, they always say if it looks fast on TV, it's insane in person. Watch for the
I,
fast hits, and you'll find yourself wanting to make sure that you end up right there in person next year for Buried Alive 5 or No Mercy 4. Also, Alex Vasco, All For Him Racing, will be in the house taping it all. Mark Elliott, Unified Point Series, ME527 announcing. We have an amazing vendor list, all the parts you could want, the greatest food on the planet. You can gain 20 pounds easy at our show. It's just there's so much going on. I just ask, come give Deadman a chance, come feel it. And when you understand what feel it means, when that purge siren goes off and the entire ground beneath you shakes.
yeah, and I'll tell you what, if you have a doubt about coming here, go look up Deadman's new promotional video. It will have goosebumps on your skin. I'm telling you, it's amazing. The new video's
Well,
awesome, dude.
I appreciate you saying that. I mean, there's a lot of emotion in that video for me. I feel like I have the entire Demolition Derby world in my hands. And I am taking very special care of what I'm about to deliver to you guys. Um, I am ready to deliver 100%.
That's awesome.
I hope
That's
I'm
awesome.
coming to impress.
Okay, real quick, I just got a text from a guy. Does Fatty Fun Police got to pay to get in the event? I
Oh,
mean, he is a cop.
security?
He's a
I don't
cop.
know.
He's a sheriff. He has
We
a
were.
badge and a whistle.
Well, I'm gonna need to see proof of identification badge number. Um, I'm gonna need to see a
I
license
don't.
number. He can't just.
I'm not so sure you want to see him.
Okay, I'll send Kayla to the front gate.
Hey, whatever we got to do. I mean, I'm don't like again. Once again, don't shoot the messenger. I just got a text from Department of Corrections.
You just tell that rent-a-cop if he wants to see me, he can see me in Cumberland, Maryland on October 27th, 28th, and 29th.
Cumberland, Maryland. I'll send him the coordinates. I'll send him the coordinates. But all right, TJ. I know you are a busy man. I do appreciate you taking the time out and chit and chatting with us, just kind of letting everybody know what's going on at the event. And because it, like you said, once again, it is more than just a demolition derby, folks. If you are not just sitting in your car while your husband or your wife works on derby cars, there is stuff to do all the time there. So we thank you, TJ, for your time, and we can't wait to get out there this weekend.
You know it,
All
brother.
right. All right, brother. We'll see you. We'll show a little bit of Fatty Fun Police in action, brother. What do you think? See what he's got. We'll do it right now. We'll see it. All right, TJ. I'll see you later, folks. Stay tuned after this. You might see some funny stuff that you haven't seen yet. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, all that good stuff. Follow us. Follow TJ at Deadman. Go ahead, TJ. Deadman.
Deadman Derby Productions. Come to deadmanderby.com. Follow myself at Deadman Derby on TikTok. Follow TJ McCullough on Facebook and TikTok.
There you go. Folks, do yourself a favor. Check out that promo video. It's amazing. But all right, TJ, thanks, sir. Enjoy your time with your family. I'll see you this weekend, brother.
See you, brother.
Maybe we'll just stop right here, see if these fellers know anything about old Michael Ticks. Seems like they're congregating a lot. Hey! Whoa, 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 what are you? Let me see your hands. You seen Mike Ticks?
No.
No. You know Mike Ticks?
We know him. We know him. Small, very short, small little legs like Mario.
Where's he at?
He's over there somewhere, far away. He's way over there.
Where's the tech line?
It's where everyone's not working.
You know Mike Ticks? But get against the car. You know Mike Ticks?
I've heard of him.
You ever seen him?
Not today, I haven't seen him.
You're lucky. All right, get out of here. Whoa, hey, whoa, bud.
Hey,
whoa,
we're trying to work.
You know what,
around
bud? You know
We're
what?
trying-
Why don't you get up here?
Not that much.
All right, bud. You're lucky. You guys see Mike Ticks?
No, you ran that way.
You went-
You could have ironed your shirt.
Hey, ma'am, excuse me. Do you have an iron?
Sorry, I don't. But
I mean, listen. I've been driving for a week, and I need an iron. You think?
I don't have one. All I can
What's
do
the
is,
what's the key here?
Yeah, just
You feel them guns? I got permits, ma'am. Thank you. Just carry on.
Officer? I think we met before.
You know Michael Ticks? No?
I do know Michael Ticks.
You know what? Hold on a second. You from Pittsburgh?
Let me see your ID.
You know anything about trains?
Let me see.
You know
your
anything about trains? A lot of tagging going on in Pittsburgh. I actually got a whole unit there.
You got me.
You're the train guy, the old train bandit.
Mike Ticks?
You see Mike Ticks?
Right.
You know, where's he at?
He's out there. He's over there.
All right, thanks, buddy. I'll let that whole train thing go. All right.
Who lets these guys be security?
Who am I speaking with here?
Oh, this is Nate Lapine. How's it going, sir?
Not bad. Who are you?
Hunter Podger.
You know Mike Ticks?
No.
Bud, get against the car. Get. Whoa, all right. Your friend's a little aggressive.
Yeah.
You know Mike Ticks?
I met him one time.
He smells funny,
Yeah.
like stale feet.
Yep. I agree.
Do you smell stale feet here?
Mm-hmm.
I do too, so he's here.
He's around. He's around somewhere.
Let me steal your car.
Tell you what, buddy, come on, get on the ground. Get on the ground. You know Mike Ticks?
No.
You fibbing to me? You fibbing?
No.
I bet you are. Well, if you see Mike Ticks, you let me know.
They'll hire anybody for security here.
Feel like I'm in the wrong hood.
You are. Please.
All right, guys. I'll just see you guys later. All right. Not a problem, guys. Good seeing you. Way to support your community.
Get out of here, fatty.
Hey, you guys have a great day. All right. Come here, young man. Come here. Get the car. Don't you run from me. You Mike Ticks' boy? He runs from me. Oh, what we got going on here? Looks like we got a little riffraff. Let's see what's happening here. What are they stealing out of there? Hold on a second. Hey, I think we got a problem here. Hey, whoa, buddy. Hey, is that your truck? Hey, bud, is that your truck? What are you stealing here? Whoa, 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 buddy. Get against it right here. Let me. What do you got?
Nothing.
What do you got? Get against. Don't mouth it. There's a new sheriff in town, bud. What's that?
I think
What's that? What's
somebody's
that?
using a little force.
Well,
a little excessive force here.
All right, bud.
Excessive force.
Where'd you get all this?
We acquired it.
Is it? Are you
acquired it?
How you gonna get that on your bike?
Well,
huh?
Got saddlebags.
Saddlebags?
Fit right on there.
Oh, you got saddlebags. There ain't no doubt. Matter of fact, let me.
What do you gotta say about it?
Hey, don't mouth, bud. Don't mouth. Just keep it right there. You got receipts? You got receipts? Keep your hands out of your pockets. Keep your hand out. Do you think this is a funny situation?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
All right, bud.
What are you gonna do about it?
You're lucky
What
you ain't got
do about
You
it?
ain't got.
You're just a rent-a-cop.
That's it. Get up. I told you. You're gonna respect me.
Excessive force.
That's it, bud.
Police abuse.
That's it. It's enough.
Have you review?
That's enough. All right. Let's go. They're going to respect me. That's all there is to it. My door's locked.
Yeah, you get in your car and drive away.
Yeah.
That's all you got, rent-a-cop.
You took it. You better have receipts next time. Watch out. I got him right here. Get him with the mirror. That's it. They're gonna respect me. It's ridiculous. Wait a second. This is Mike Tix's Jeep. Hold on a second, right here. Whoa, ma'am! Just keep it right there. Pull it over. Right there, ma'am. Hold on. Whoa, ma'am. Hold on a second. I know you. I know. What's your name, ma'am?
I don't have one.
Your name's Tix. I'm here for Mike Tix. I'm here for. I can smell Mike Tix in this Jeep. Where's he at? Where's he at, ma'am?
I don't know.
I'm gonna find him, ma'am, and I'm taking you down with me.
That's that. You never know nothing. You just don't.
You know, ma'am.
You don't admit fault.
Where's he at?
You want to race?
Ma'am, you don't run from me. Ma'am, don't you run. Ma'am, don't you run from me. Ma'am. These Tixes, I swear. I gotta get them. They're gonna respect me. If anybody sees Michael Sir Tix, just let me know. I'm looking for him. I can smell him around here. Anybody else get that stale feet smell? Wait a second, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on.
Hey, there he is. Go arrest him.
Who is that? That's Tixie? What? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! Let me out! Let me out of this thing! No! No! Mike Tix! Mike Tix, no! Mike Tix! Mike Tix! Somebody get a tow truck.